Braxton Jones, welcome back to Chicago as he has signed a one-year deal worth up to $10 million. Up to $10 million is the key. We got some more contract details that we will pass to you. What does this mean for him? What does this mean for the left tackle position? Does this eliminate the Taylor Decker conversation? I think it does. So we will break this down, plus rehash everything that has happened so far here in NFL free agency on day one. But guys, if you joined our marathon stream, we were live for over 7 hours, I think 7.5. Thank you guys so much. We are trying to get to 160,000 subscribers. We're bringing you content in real time. We'll be live for day 2 of free agency tomorrow as well. We greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and lock us in. So Braxton Jones is back in Chicago. Obviously, last year was not the year he wanted. He was coming off that tightrope ankle injury. Never quite looked like himself early on in the year. Ends up getting benched in that Raiders game. It then gets injured in practice. Misses pretty much the entire year. Got healthy in the playoffs, but never played because they weren't going to put him out there in that situation. But then when Ozzie Trapillo had his major injury, which is going to cause him to miss this year, there was a thought of, okay, could Braxton Jones return? This is a guy that has started 44 career games when fully healthy. I've always called him a serviceable to solid left tackle. I got to think if the Bears are bringing him back, they feel good about where he's at health-wise and that they're at least comfortable where if he has to play, even if he doesn't win the starting job, he can at least hold his own. Obviously, before last year, he graded out better per PFF. His weaknesses have always been the anchor problem, right? Like he's not the strongest left tackle, and when you compounded that with the foot ankle injury last year that he was coming off of, he just didn't look like himself. If he's healthy, I think he can be serviceable. I think this is pretty clearly an indicator, hey, you've got Braxton Jones and Theo Benedict. That's probably your competition. Maybe you add a guy in the draft as well, and then if Ozzie gets back and healthy for the stretch run and is good to go, great. You plug him back in. But if not, you got options. Now, the specifics on the contracts, $5 million is the base of the contract. He can earn up to 10 with incentives. So it's really a one-year, $5 million deal, can get up to 10 with incentives. I would imagine that starts, snaps, potentially some performance escalators. So, his cap hit will probably be like $4.5 million, which is fine. I mean, that's like swing tackle money. If he ends up being your starter play as well and earns himself a little bit more money, it's great for him as well. He can hit the market next year in a position of strength compared to this year where he had a frustrating fourth season with the Bears. And if he plays well this year, can earn up to $10 million. So I think this is a win-win for both sides. Worst case, Bears have a quality swing tackle option. Best case, he starts, he plays well, earns a little extra money, and hits the market again next year with the ability to make even more. He's only going to be 27 years old soon. So I've always liked Braxton. I think he has limitations. I don't think he's the long-term option, but once Ozzie got injured, this reunion was always possible depending on what other left tackle options were going to be out there for the Chicago Bears. If you had to guess who is going to be the Bears starting left tackle next season, at least to start the year, type BJ for Braxton Jones, TB for Theo Benedict. If you think it's someone else, comment below. I don't think it's Taylor Decker. I think this probably takes them out of those sweepstakes. It's not going to be Trent Williams. Give me your thoughts down in the comments section of this video. Before we continue with today's video, I got to tell you guys about Polymarket and live trading with Polymarket. If you go back to Week 17, what a game this was. Chicago, San Francisco, Sunday Night Football. Polymarket was giving Chicago just a 39% chance to win this game, which I thought was great value, and I kind of thought it was disrespectful. If you remember at the time, Bears offense was humming, Niners defense was struggling, so I took Chicago at a 39% value, put down $100 for a chance to win 156, walk away with 256 total. And if Chicago took the dub, your boy would have made some money, but they came one play short, as we all know. Plus, with Polymarket, you could trade in and out on momentum shifts without getting blocked or penalized. With in-game trading, once the Bears got up, I had the option to either ride it all the way out or I could have sold early. If I sold early, I would have made a smooth $41 because I bought at 39%, could have sold at 55%, but I wrote it out, wanted for the big cash, didn't quite get it. But this is what you can do with Polymarket. You can't do this with traditional sports books, so get started today. Polymarket is legal in all 50 states. Download the app now to get to the top of the wait list. The only way to do that is by clicking my link in the description and comments. It's been a relatively busy day for the Chicago Bears. No just like wow moves, right? No Trey Hendrickson. I told you guys that probably wasn't going to happen. But they added Garrett Bradbury. I almost said James Bradbury. He's completely washed. A couple days ago, and given the center market, how much that's exploded, I get Bradbury's not a perfect player, but for 1 year and his price, I don't mind that. Daniel Hardy, DeMarco Jackson, a couple of role players that are back. And in Jackson's case, he's got a chance to start at linebacker. He brings a lot of speed along with Devin Bush, who they brought back as well. Brought in as well. Neville Gallimore, rotation, D-tack, gives you some pass rush ability there on the interior. Coby Bryant, 3 years, $40 million. Cap it in year one's less than $6 million though, so they backloaded that deal. It's really a 2+1. They can get out of it after 2 years. Devin Bush, 3 years, $30 million, $21 million guaranteed. You look at the linebackers today. Quay Walker got $40 million. Devin Bush was a better player than Quay Walker last year. I think Bush for $10 million a year is one of the better value signings of the day. Case Keenum back in the fold, 2 years, $5.5 million. I speculated, could that mean they would trade Tyson Bagent since they gave Keenum a multi-year deal? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm glad Keenum's back, whether he's the backup or the QB or the third guy, because I think he had a huge impact in that quarterback room and on Caleb Williams and Tyson Bagent. And now you get Braxton Jones, really $5 million, but up to $10 million if he hits certain escalators this season. And it's going to be interesting to see how this offensive line comes together. Obviously, you're replacing Drew Dalman with Garrett Bradbury. We'll see who the left tackle is. Both Braxton Jones and Theo Benedict played at times last year. Braxton Jones is a capable player. Theo Benedict has some strengths to this game, but both guys have limitations. I definitely don't think drafting a guy is off the table if the right guy falls to them in the right round. So we'll see. But what this move does is it gives yourself insurance and protection, if nothing else. You have two guys now in Benedict and Braxton Jones that you at least feel decent about. Long term, probably not as starting left tackles. But for 2026, can they hold the fort down? I think they can. Hopefully Braxton's fully healthy offseason here, build some of that strength back, second year in the offense, all that stuff. They wouldn't have brought him back if they thought he was a bum. I'll tell you that. So good for Braxton. We'll see if he can kind of rebuild his value here as he comes back for a fifth season in Chicago. All right, guys, I put out a short video on pretty much every video or every signing the Bears made today. So if you want to go follow me on those platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, at HGramNFL, you can find my Bears content in real time if it's on Twitter, tweets, some videos, etc. TikTok and Instagram, video content, some photo content on Instagram. Also, then obviously Facebook, publishing over there as well. At HGramNFL, and then with Facebook, it's Harrison Graham Chat Sports. Search me there, or go to the link below, facebook.com/HGramNFL. If the Bears make another move, we'll be back with another video. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you soon.